Hello friends, I'm Heather. Welcome back to Belle's Library. Today I'm going to be doing a review for the book The New Girl by Jessie Q. Sutanto. And this one is releasing February 1st, 2022, which should be the day that this video is coming out for you guys. Before we jump into all of the good deets on this book, definitely hit down below, click subscribe. Also, my Goodreads and Instagram are down below for you guys if you want to go ahead and follow me over there so we can talk bookish on all of the different platforms. I would absolutely love that. And let's go ahead and jump into how we're gonna structure this review. So I'm gonna briefly talk about the synopsis. Then we'll go over kind of how I felt about the story, my thoughts, my feelings, all of that. And then I'll kind of talk about maybe some stuff if you enjoyed certain things, you might enjoy this book as well as just kind of who I think this book might be for, and then we'll wrap everything up. So that's kind of where we're headed, what direction. I will put timestamps for you guys down below, and let's go ahead and talk about the synopsis of this book. So we are following Leah, and she receives a full ride scholarship to Draycott Academy for track, and she is bound and determined to make it work at her new school, although she feels very out of place. On her first day at this new school, she sees this girl being dragged away by campus security, and her new teachers and the other students don't seem to really care or be concerned about her at all, and she's kind of questioning what in the heck she just got herself into. As she kind of begins starting to uncover some of Draycott's secrets, she finds a blackmailer, a corrupt teacher, and kind of begins questioning some of the friends that she thought she was making. So my thoughts and feelings on this book. I really felt like this book was such a fast-paced thriller, much more than a mystery. We had a little bit of some of those elements, but this definitely swung a little bit more towards the thriller side of things. Leah, she's very stubborn and strong-willed, and she's really trying to fight for herself as well as what she feels is right, which is a huge difference to how a lot of the other characters at the school act in any way. I definitely feel like the author did a great job of making these characters multifaceted and very questionable in a lot of ways, so you're constantly like guessing who you can actually trust and who you can't, which I personally enjoy. It definitely makes you think and keeps you on your toes a little bit. All of the secrets and the awful atmosphere that is created at the school left just like this awful taste in my mouth. They were just so cruel, and it was just based on such awful things like money and race and things that just really shouldn't matter. And it was just, the atmosphere that she built with just like the awfulness of these people was really well done and really kind of set the stage for this. I definitely do wish that there was a little more description and atmosphere built around what the school looked like, because I think that from what I did get, it sounded like it could have been really cool to just kind of build up this old school architecture, huge school, maybe just like get me a little more put into the place and feel like I'm there. I do think that I wish I would have had a little bit more of that. For me personally, I really enjoy that, and I know that that enhances my enjoyment of a story, but I know that's not everybody's, like they don't care. So, know that that's kind of how this book is going to be, depending on what kind of reader you are. Like I said at the beginning, I do feel like this is kind of more of a fast-paced thriller. I feel like I move through very quickly until a little bit later in the book. I would say this is one of those books where you're kind of getting some reveals earlier on, and then you're just following as the actions have to be taken to kind of deal with all these different threats and this new information, and you're on this thrilling ride of trying to figure out what to do next and what Leah's gonna do to kind of keep going here. And she wants to stay at the school, but obviously these people are just like a mess and awful, and there's a lot going on that is threatening her in a lot of ways. So we're kind of dealing with that, and she's trying to figure out who her friends are. So we do have that really fast-paced kind of feel going through most of this book. But towards the end, I was kind of like, okay, we're here. Like, I was ready for it to wrap up a little bit towards the very end, but it also could have just been because I was like, I want to know what's going on, and some of that anticipation, I was just like, Okay, come on, like I wanna know. So it definitely gave me some of that anticipation and just like I am dying to get to the end of this book. And so I may have just been getting frustrated with it because I just wanted to know what was going on and figure out how Leo was gonna get out of all of this stuff and all of that. So I definitely think that overall it was a really enjoyable reading experience, and I think the pacing was mostly pretty well done. It was just like a smidge of a slowdown for me, and just like really anticipating and wanting to get through to the end. So overall, for a rating for this one, I put it at like a 3.5 to a 4, and part of that I think maybe just because of the type of reader I am, I enjoy thrillers, but it's hard for me to get a 5-star thriller going. I definitely enjoy things that are a little bit more on the mystery side than the thrilling side, and this one's definitely more thriller, but I still really enjoyed it, and I thought it was a fun ride, and I thought it was an enjoyable book to just go through, so I don't think that there was anything inherently bad about it. It's just, I don't give a lot of thrillers 5 stars. I don't ever get that feeling of just like, this was it. And so 3.5, 4 stars is kind of the range I'm feeling for this book. I definitely recommend it. I think it's a really fun one. I'm definitely gonna be checking out more of Jessie Q Sutanto's books in the future because I just think they're really quick, fun reads to get into. And so let's go ahead and move into who I would recommend this book for. I do have, last time I did a review, somebody asked me if I recommended like certain books to go with. So if you liked Natalie D. Richards' books or something like that, I think you would also like this book. I feel like her books are kind of that fast-paced, thrilling, we're just having a fun time going through the book and going along with the ride and taking in all these different things being thrown at us to get us there. That was my like closest comparison as far as kind of other books that maybe also would fall into the same area with this one. I also would say that if you like things that are a little bit more on the thriller side, obviously I've said that a few times, versus a more mystery book, I think this would work for you. We also have that boarding school setting, like all of these kids are living on campus and staying there, and so you kind of have that as well. And I almost feel like you also have kind of a Gossip Girl type demeanor throughout the students as well. You have this app where they're all like putting dirt on each other on basically, and they're always in everybody's business and saying all this bullshit about everybody and just being overall awful to each other. And it just really brings out the shitty sides of kind of bullying and the way social media can be used for that. So if you like kind of that drama, I would say also this could definitely work for you. There's also a lot of like kind of secret plots and deception going on with all of that as well. So I think if you like those kinds of things in your book, I think this could be a book for you. And I definitely recommend it, and I enjoyed it quite a bit, and I hope you guys will check it out. Let me know if you do. And if you made it this far and you want to leave me an emoji down below, maybe find me like a knife, or because I think on the cover there's like kind of a knife. So that would be cool. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope this review was helpful to you guys, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.